Today, students, we're going to look at how we can compare and contrast information. We're going to jump right in. A Venn diagram is one method we can use to show a comparison and or a contrast between two things. For example, in this illustration, we have an orange and an apple. Here we have an orange is a tropical fruit, whereas a apple is a subtropical fruit. On the left-hand side, an orange has a thick peel, whereas an apple has a thin peel. So what we're doing is we're looking at the outskirts, at the differences between these two fruits. However, once we come in the middle, we see that they are both fruits, they grow on trees, and we can get juice from them. So the middle of the Venn diagram overlaps, and it demonstrates what the two have in common. Now we're going to look at how we can use a table to illustrate the differences between two things. Now notice in this table, the table is doing a very good job at showing us the difference between a cell. We have the inside of a cell being illustrated here on the left-hand side, and then we have the outside of a cell being illustrated here on the right-hand side. There's also another illustration where dating versus relationship is being contrasted. We have dating being an initial stage of a relationship. So this is where we get to know different people. We don't have any commitment during the dating phase. We're just going out and we're having fun, and we're trying to decide what we like. On the purple side, we have it's a more definite statement. We have a romantic connection, a bond between two people being established, and it normally happens as a result of getting to a point where we feel that it's much more than just a friendly situation. It is now more a romantic connection or feeling. Let's take a look at transitions we can use to show similarities. Here in this example, notice that we have but, however, in spite of, on the one hand, on the other hand, in contrast, on the contrary, yet and whereas. So on the left-hand side, here are the transitions. If you use these, you are going to be very successful. So notice we have transitions being used to contrast or to show the differences between two songs. Now we're going to play the songs very quickly so that you can have an idea what we were contrasting. Here's song number 1. Then we have song number 2. In song number 2, it's being illustrated now. All right, so that song is Rake and Scrape, and that's by Ronnie Butler, whereas song number 1 is an example of a soca song. So let's go back to this sheet. Notice the song Mind Your Business is a personal story. However, Gurn Down Burma Road is an historical event being spoken about. We also have the artist in song number 1 has an annoyed tone. On the contrary, song 2 has a calm, peaceful tone. So when we want to show a contrast, we're going to use these transitions to do that job. Now we're going to look at how we can compare information, transitions that show similarities. When we compare, we show the similarities. So here we have song 1 was fast-paced, similarly as song 2. Then we have song 1 is sung by a male artist in the same way as song 2. So we're using our transitions again to illustrate ways that both of the music, both genres, how they share similarities. Now what we've done is we've also included a sample of how we can organize this information in a paragraph format. So notice here on the left-hand side, we have a topic sentence. Let's see if we can zoom that in so that is a little bit more easier to see. We have a topic sentence, and the topic sentence says, there are two popular songs that share a multiplicity of similarities. So when we're writing our comparison paragraph, or we're writing our contrast paragraph, we're going to use a topic sentence. After we're finished with the topic sentence, we're going to use the word, a transition, and that transition is going to connect the first supporting detail sentence. And it says, song 1 is fast-paced, similarly as song 2. Then we go to our second supporting detail sentence, and we're going to write, subsequently, song 1 is used by a male artist in the same way as song 2. And then we're going to go to the third supporting detail, and we're going to use another transition. Moreover, song 1 uses native language just as song 2. Once we're done with our supporting detail sentences, then we're going to tack on our clincher. So this is how we're going to write our paragraphs when being required for examination period purposes or for our teacher in our English classes. Thanks for watching.